My dear friends, the second story that I am going to narrate to you is about a young girl who got married recently and how she learned the lesson of life. This story is also a wisdom story and a story based on healing. So let's listen to the story. So once a young girl who was married for a couple of months returned to her mother's place for a visit. When she entered her mother's place, her mother realized that she was not appearing to be as jovial and as happy as she used to be. So the mother was worried and she went to her daughter and asked, "My dear child, what is wrong with you? Why don't you look happy? Why don't you look jovial and energetic as you used to be in earlier days?" To this, the girl smiled and said, "Well, Ma, I don't find anything very really interesting after marriage. It's all because the life appears to be so monotonous, so mundane. It's full of pressure. I need to do so many things. I don't know where to start and where to end times, and life appears to be really challenging." At this, the mother said, "Look, my dear child, I will tell you how we can take a lesson from our lives." So, saying this, she took her daughter to the kitchen and she filled 3 pots with water. And in the first pot, she placed a carrot. In the second pot, she placed an egg. And in the third pot, she dropped a few coffee beans. She covered all the 3 pots with lids. She turned on the gas and she allowed all the 3 things to get boiled in each of the pots. Then she told her daughter, "Let's wait patiently for a while till the time each of these things gets cooked." So the girl patiently waited with her mother. After some time, they went to check the contents of each of the pots. They removed the lid of the first pot. In the first pot, the carrot which had been boiling had turned absolutely mushy. It didn't have any texture at all. They went to look at the second pot in which they had placed the egg. The egg seem to have hardened and seem to be really tough. So then they moved to the third pot, which was full of the coffee beans. Now, as soon as they removed the lid, the coffee beans, which was boiling in the water for a good amount of time, gave a wonderful aroma, a wonderful flavor. So the mother asked the daughter, "So what do you learn from this, my child?" The girl said, "I don't know, Ma. What is that you are trying to tell me?" The mother said, "See, each of them were put in the same condition. They all face the same kind of pressure, the same kind of heat, the same atmosphere. But each evolved and turned out to be absolutely different. The carrot turned out to be mushy without any texture. So, which proved that it cannot stand too much of pressure at all. Now let's come to the second one, the egg. The egg withstood the pressure of the boiling water and the heat for a long time, but it became too hard and toughened up absolutely. But look at the contents of the third pot, the coffee beans. The coffee beans also face the same situations as its other companions, the carrot and the egg. But look at the end result of the contents of the third pot. It gave such a wonderful aroma, such a refreshing aroma. So that's how in life you should be. Whatever situations you face, you must learn to keep your strength accurate. You should not become too tough. You should not become too fragile like the carrot and lose your identity. But you should be like the coffee beans, which will let out the aroma, which will spread the aroma and give a refreshment, a sense of refreshment to others as well. So, the choice is in your hand. We have only one life to live. So, you must decide what kind of shape you want to ultimately take yourself so that you also retain your qualities and you enhance the qualities of the others around you, right? So that these are the stories that I wanted to share with you under healing. I find these stories really healing and encouraging. If you find so, please listen to them and do share your feedbacks. Thank you so much, dear friends.